No.
I'm yours. Okay.
Show me.
Let's go.
Prove it to me.
Let's go.
Take your hand off the gun.
But you have to pull my pants down.
Okay, take your hand off the gun.
Stop.
Take your hand off the gun.
Kareem, stop. Hey.
Sergeant Cheryl Clark in her patrol car at 9:15 p.m., January 30th, 2023, watching as headlights sweep across the MARTA police parking lot, raises the central question: how did a 15-year veteran of the force end up here, waiting in the dark for her ex-lover? A decorated officer, a trusted sergeant, a woman who had spent nearly 2 decades upholding the law. Yet on this cold Atlanta night, her life was about to collide with a violent storm of love, betrayal, and deadly consequences. Moments later, her body cam would capture the final minutes of a man whose past was filled with obsession and rage, a man she once loved. But what really led to the confrontation that ended with gunfire echoing through the parking lot? Was it self-defense, desperation, or something far darker? Tonight, we take you inside the twisted story of Sergeant Cheryl Clark and Clevian Kareem Ali Lambert, the ex-lover who came back on January 30th, 2023, and never left alive. Welcome to Viral Crime Stories. Much love and respect. If you're new here, thank you for joining us. Make sure you subscribe, share this video, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the real stories behind the headlines, the stories that shake America to its core. Tonight, we take you back to Atlanta, Georgia, where a man named Clevian Kareem Ali Lambert walked out of prison after years behind bars. Freedom was supposed to give him a fresh start. He tried to piece together a new life, searching for steady work, complying with parole, and fighting the constant shadow of his past. But freedom can be fragile, especially when old wounds and broken promises resurface. Lambert's path eventually crossed with Sergeant Cheryl Clark, not just a police officer, but a woman with her own history, her own secrets, and her own vulnerabilities. Their connection was immediate, magnetic, but also volatile. What began as affection soon became something far more dangerous, and as January 30th, 2023 approached, both of their lives were already moving toward a collision course, a collision that would leave one person lying on the ground and another holding the gun. Lambert was a man trying to rebuild a broken life. Fresh out of prison, he picked up shifts washing dishes, handing over part of his pay to help his mother, and carefully avoiding places like 5 Point Station where trouble always waited. His days were repetitive, his freedom fragile, but for the first time in years, he was moving forward. On the other side of Atlanta, Sergeant Cheryl Clark was living a parallel existence. A decorated MARTA officer with 15 years of service, she carried herself with authority and purpose. Yet behind the uniform, there was something else, an unusual persistence, a restlessness that pushed her to request transfer after transfer until she landed on the busiest beat in the city. It was here, in the chaos of constant calls and crowded stations, that Clark's path would cross with Lambert's once more. Their reunion wasn't planned, but it carried the weight of unfinished business. What began as a chance encounter slowly pulled them back together, 2 lives running on separate tracks now converging toward the same dangerous point. And with every passing day, the suspense grew thicker, as if destiny itself was setting the stage for a collision no one could prevent. 9:06 p.m. Sergeant Cheryl Clark radios dispatch with a calm voice, "All clear," as she sits parked in the MARTA lot, engine humming in the background.
Subject going towards the exit out of Georgia State. Gonna be a tan Suburban. We're going to be in the parking lot all the way in Georgia State. radio. Correction subject. 58 need radio. I'm behind him in the vehicle.
What's your location?
On Decatur, headed towards King.
Decatur headed towards King. All units still around here. Number.
1101 radio.
Yeah, that's your unit number.
1101. Stopping at he just ran into the 59 Decatur and Bell Street. Decatur and Bell Street. Signal 41 also.
Signal 41, Decatur and Bell.
She waits, alone, her patrol car lit only by the dull glow of the dashboard. 9:15 p.m. Headlights cut through the dark. A car pulls under a broken streetlight, and Clavian Kareem Ali Lambert steps out, his hands empty, visible against the night. He walks toward Clark, slow but deliberate. The air is thick with tension, like both know exactly why they're here. The silence shatters as words fly back and forth. Pleas, accusations, sharp edges of a broken past colliding in real time. The confrontation spirals into chaos, voices rising, Clark's commands clashing with Lambert's desperate replies. Bodycam footage records every word, every breath, every movement as the struggle turns physical. Somewhere in the background, the police scanner crackles with radio chatter, dispatch trying to make sense of fragments coming through the airwaves. In those moments, minutes feel like hours as the night tilts toward tragedy. This is where things get complicated. MARTA policy requires activation during any citizen contact. Clark's camera was on. The body cam captures the raw reality. An initial scuffle, Clark knocked to the ground, dragged across the pavement. The radio chatter doesn't stop even after the shots. Lambert staggers, then scrambles into his car and speeds away into the night. It doesn't last long. Minutes later, he crashes at Decatur and Bell Street. The chaos spreads across the airwaves, units calling.
Yeah.
Where are you hurt at?
My arm, my nose. Can you grab my phone off the driver's floor? Left arm. Left arm and face. Upper arm. Okay. Go back to level 1. Level 1. To the face and arm. So turn to.
There you go. Lay back. Yeah.
Is it the hand or is it the?
It's her left, like shoulder, maybe.
Okay. And right here. I'm going.
I'm turning your radio off.
I got it. You got a stat pack or something?
Yeah, I got it for you. Where's your pain right now? Where's your pain?
My face and my left arm.
Face and your left arm. Okay.
Y'all got a radio? I got it, y'all. I was gonna go the other way. You got a radio, Dr. Hussein?
I don't. Will you secure a firearm really quick? You have a radio, Brian?
Can you radio this back? Oh, okay. You gonna get the firearm?
Also make sure nobody's against her. Also people's not off.
We're going to your room, Tawana.
That's all right. I'm sorry. Whenever you get a chance, I'm gonna have to roll her, take the belt off. Okay.
You got her sticker? Yeah. Here, boo. I'm gonna just go the other way. I'm coming. Just take the stretcher out.
You got her belt? Yeah.
Just relax. Just lay back. I got you.
Literally, like,
Did it just happen?
it just happened.
Just happened?
Where?
Literally, he just crashed his car. Literally just happened, maybe 5 minutes ago.
We're going to 7, right? Welcome, level 1. We'll be going to trauma 7. Excuse me.
Welcome level 1, trauma 7. Welcome level 1, trauma 7.
In the wreck, dispatch scrambling to get control. Back at the MARTA lot, Sergeant Cheryl Clark is injured, blood streaking across her face, her left arm hanging stiff with pain. Paramedics swarm her, voices urgent and sharp. "Where's your pain?" one shouts. Her reply is ragged, shaken. "My face, my left arm." They rush her toward the ambulance, calling it a level 1 trauma as red lights wash over the scene. The night that began with silence and waiting has ended in blood, sirens, and the heavy weight of consequences.
Now she's recovering as the investigation begins.
Atlanta News First's Bridget Spencer is live at Grady Hospital. Bridget, the chief of MARTA says a fight led to the shooting.
Yeah, that's exactly right. This fight got pretty violent. That is why she had to recover here at Grady Hospital. And at this point, police are saying that encounter is what ultimately led to her pulling the trigger.
She's in good spirits. She's beat up pretty badly and about the face.
A MARTA police sergeant attacked while on the job near 5 Point Station.
Lots of bruising and cuts, but they're checking her out, CT scans and x-rays, and I believe she's going to make a full recovery.
MARTA Police Chief Scott Crayer says Monday night around 9, they got a call for help coming from that sergeant.
In the middle of the argument, a fight ensued where he began to beat her about the face and hands, and she ended up shooting him, striking him twice.
Crayer says she knew the man. It was her ex-boyfriend. He says the two agreed to meet up along Forsyth Street near the station.
That's another surprising aspect of this, is that he would instigate a fight like this, knowing that she was, number one, a police officer, and two, in uniform on duty. So we're a little concerned about that.
Police were able to catch up and arrest the boyfriend, who was taken to Grady. He and the officer are expected to be okay. Meanwhile, he faces a slew of charges.
It's still too early to know why they decided to meet, where they met. That'll be part of our investigation.
And meanwhile, we are still working with police to learn more about the suspect and who he is. Meanwhile, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation at this point is taking over the investigation, as with most officer-involved shootings. We're live in Atlanta. Bridget Spencer, Atlanta News First.
The Georgia Bureau of Investigation steps in, taking control of the case and combing through every frame of the body cam, every shell casing, every angle of the shooting. The trajectory of the bullets begins to raise serious doubts about Clark's claim of pure self-defense. Some rounds were fired while Lambert's back was turned. As the probe deepens, her past resurfaces. 2 prior complaints for excessive force, 1 for harassment, a pattern that can't be ignored. Still, when the file lands on the district attorney's desk, the decision is startling. No charges will be brought against Sergeant Cheryl Clark. Instead, the focus shifts to Lambert, who, despite being shot and left broken, is charged with aggravated assault, battery, and attempting to disarm an officer. His bond is set at $200,000, a number that all but guarantees he will remain behind bars. The system has chosen its path, and the story tilts sharply in one direction. What happened in Atlanta doesn't stand alone. It fits into a larger, unsettling pattern across the nation, police officers entangled in intimate partner violence cases, often with deadly outcomes. Yet prosecution remains rare. Georgia's own law tilts the scales. The reasonable belief standard allows officers to justify deadly force if they can claim they believed their life was in danger, even when evidence raises questions. Internal investigations and body cam recordings that could clarify the truth are too often sealed, shielded from public view. The numbers speak for themselves. Since 2020, there have been 17 cases like this across the United States. 17 moments where love, authority, and violence collided. And out of all those cases, only 2 ended in conviction. The rest faded into silence, leaving behind families, grief, and a justice system still struggling with accountability. What would you do if the very person sworn to protect you became your greatest threat? When the uniform meant to serve and protect becomes camouflage for violence, how do we find justice? These are not just questions. They are realities families are forced to live with every day. I want to pause here and sincerely pray for protection over all our supporters, our subscribers, and every single viewer watching right now. May you and your loved ones be shielded from harm, may peace cover your homes, and may truth always prevail. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you believe officers should face the same consequences as civilians when personal violence is involved? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss these stories. Much love and respect. This is Viral Crime Stories.